It's the finale, episode 7 of Unreal Adventure 2025, presented by Skyjacker Suspensions. And we're continuing on where we left off, in the razor-sharp lava rocks of Trail 11 in the Rim Butte system in Oregon. As always, our mantra of wheeling for the week, not for the day, goes out the window on day 7, and participants let it all hang out. And it's not long before the strain of the day starts to get to some of the rigs, including a bad break in which we had to leave one 4x4 behind for a couple of hours to make some in-shop repairs and initiate a post-UA victory dinner rescue. It's all part and parcel to this event, letting it all hang out and counting on the help of your UA family when you need it. Lots of fun, team building and bonding, and as always, some good old-fashioned extreme off-roading to close out the last day of UA 2025. It's all on part 2, episode 7 of Unreal Adventure, and it starts now.
We last left off about halfway through the day in the Deschutes National Forest in an area called Rim Butte on a relatively new trail simply called Trail 11. Now, this trail is neat for many reasons. First, it traverses a series of lava flows in the forest, so there are plenty of diff-grabbing rocks and sheet metal crutching ledges to contend with, all while sneaking through the trees. Second, there are several option lines available that ratchet up the difficulty factor so you can make the trail as hard as you want. And third, there's no perfect vehicle formula here. One obstacle may favor a shorter wheelbase and flexi suspension, and the very next may favor stability and a longer wheelbase. So let's catch up with the group and see how things are progressing.
Felt like it was going forward, and to come to find out I got a huge rock over here and just straddled right on it, no traction on the front, and it was just making it worse to go forward, so used me a Comeup rope and got me back.
Those rocks are heavy. And that's a big girl trying to get her up that hill.
back for a second go around with the benefit of hindsight and a week's worth of upper level off-roading during UA 2024. Our returning subscriber, Trask Wyman, spent the whole winter making some serious mods to his 1990 Ford F-350, just in case he got the call to come back for UA 2025.
This year I upgraded to a Offroad Design Magnum. Steven Watson helped me out huge with getting one of those into my truck before UA this year. Last year I had a 203, 205, and what we found down in Arizona is that it was just a little too fast for some of that technical crawling. So this year I had no idea what was coming up, but I knew that this crew likes rocks and I wanted to get that Magnum in there, and it's been really, really nice. As I watched the professionals that are on this trip, I noticed that trail beds seem to have a purpose and do a thing, and that's when I decided that I wanted to do the trail bed. It needed to still hold 2 dog kennels in the back and a spare tire, as well as my tools and camp gear and stuff like that. From the bed that was on it to now, it only weighs about 200 pounds more. So I was able to do that while keeping weight in mind, while overall having a way tougher bed that I've drug over all sorts of rocks and trees over the last 7 days, and it's been fun.
One of the coolest aspects to UA's 26 years of existence is we've built a large family of event alumni from all over the country. And in fortunate cases, we're able to extend an invitation to some of those alumni to rejoin the event, usually in some sort of support capacity. As you saw in this season's Unreal Adventure Episode 2, one of those lucky past participants is UA 21, UA 22 alumni James Ryder in his incredibly capable 2002 Toyota Tacoma. It's always helpful having someone along who has local connections and knowledge of the terrain, just in case things go sideways. Thankfully, we didn't need James to call in the cavalry this year, but his presence and insight helped keep our large group moving on schedule. Plus, it was just nice to get to spend another day on the trail with an old friend.
Alex Matula brought what turned out to be the little white Toyota that could. This vehicle is a lesson in the KISS principle, from its tried and true leaf spring suspension to its bulletproof 3RZ engine that maybe turned out to be not quite so bulletproof, possibly because of the snail installed under the hood, but we digress. We caught up with Alex earlier in the trip to get more details on his former flood victim 79 Toyota.
So it has a 99 Tacoma 3RZ with a turbo on it, W59 5-speed, 23 spline dual transfer cases. It has FJ80 front axle. It has a dually RV rear axle. They're both spring under, so it sits nice and low. Got Skyjacker shocks on it, Skyjacker leaf springs in the back. I haven't had a lot of seat time in this, So kind of the drive from here to our first start of 4 hours was kind of like the first test, and everything went great and we were high. Then the head gasket blew and we were like, on day one, I was like, oh no, now what? I didn't want to go home, so bought a head gasket just in case the head gasket in the can didn't work. Nah, it was running great, and we put, I don't know, 1,500 miles on it in the last 7 days. Yeah, a lot of help from a lot of the guys, a lot of the cronies, my co-driver, so it was nice. Fighting on this guy. I'm gonna let him run me over. Get this out. Another car's gonna run me over, but try to get the guy.
That was an axle shaft. It's a C-clip, so we gotta fix it right now.
Oh, in the rear?
Yeah, left rear.
Well, we broke it on the last obstacle.
You have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to help me do it?
Yeah.
Luckily, before we left, we had an axle shaft made, because that's a rare one. But it's a C-clip. What holds it in is right here. That's what's holding us in. We snapped it somewhere in here. But we got a spare, and we're gonna put it in real quick.
They grabbed the 3/8.
It's safest. Look how old my front of it. The coral looking sharp part, is that because it's like going down into...
We're kind of working our way through the last bit of the trail, and Zaid broke an axle. This is like a pretty cool unit. It's a Chevy 14 bolt, but it's a 6-lug one and C-clip. It's kind of like a heavy half-ton axle. And everybody, well, over the years I've had a lot of people asking me, is that a good axle? Are they worth using? I think we just proved they're really not the greatest axle out there. Although I'm sure Zaid was probably getting after it. Probably would have broke anything.
Who was that idle?
What? Never mind. It's kind of a junk axle. So we're going to swap the shaft.
I couldn't tell.
I think
it was
it's
such a
wedged in
small
there.
crew.
Yeah.
It's spline's probably twisted on it a little bit.
Jackson, you look a little more beefy than me. So here's the problem. What we have is we snap the splines off the axle. They're down inside the differential. Because they're in the differential and it's spiral fractured, it's locked up inside the splines. So we can't drive it in far enough to take the C-clip out because it's a C-clip 14 bolt. What we're doing right now, being that it broke far enough into the differential itself, we're gonna pull the carrier out and drive it out where we can put it on something and actually get something on it. To do that, we gotta lift up both sides, take the wheel, we gotta get the whole axle off the ground, get the wheel off of the other side, take its C-clip off, take the axle out. Once we're done with that, then we can set it down on a tire and we can take the 4 bolts out of the carrier bearing. Boom, it's out. We can turn it over, slam that thing out of there, put it back in, slide the axle shafts back in, and be done with it.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Which one went where?
I think it's gonna come out of there.
We'll see.
It looks pretty darn stuck in there, but we're gonna hit it as best we can, as hard as we can until it comes out.
It moved a little bit.
It didn't. It's not moving. No.
All right, so what we decided to do is we got the carrier out, threw it over here in the back of Mom's Spaghetti. We're going to the victory dinner, victory or not, and we're gonna be at a shop. So at that dinner, we can press out that piece. We'll have 50 people there to help us. And then when we bring it back, slap the axle shafts in, and we can drive it off the trail. We'll be back to normal again.
Well, that's the end of UA 2025 Day 7 and the end of Unreal Adventure 2025 presented by Skyjacker Suspensions. We're here on the 11 Trail in Rim Butte. We're just making our way to the end. Then it's off to the victory dinner.
I love coming up the Pacific Northwest. It's one of my favorite parts of the country. The rock crawling, the four-wheeling up here is amazing. The scenery is beautiful. Excellent job, Trent and Christian, on UA 2025.
Man, so excited. We made it, Ricardo.
We're adding one more day to the trip. Just gonna be off camera.
Might as well.
Freaking awesome. Love it. Love it. So it's been a heck of a week.
Super hardcore. It was fun. This place is amazing. I can't wait to come back.
This week was so epic. I loved everything about it. Great people to wheel with. Super fun crew of guys here. Got a lot of help from people, some tips. I'm newer to this. I've only been in it 5 years, and driving this rig of Ross's, it's such a pleasure.
Today for grand finale was awesome. I love slow, technical four-wheeling.
One of the many logistical things we do each year when putting together UA is securing safe and convenient trailer parking for our long-haul participants. Since we were figuratively ending UA in his backyard, Ben Palmer of 406 Garage graciously offered to have us literally end the event in his backyard.
It's still like stuck. I don't know how hard I should go on this thing. It seems pretty tight.
I think we're gonna have to split it apart and get that side gear out, try and chisel that thing out, drill it out or something.
We brought the differential back, disassembled it. Durham's been on it, and Vern over there. We tried to press it out, doesn't want to come out, it's spiral fractured in there. We need to get that C-clip off to push it out the other way. Vern has started cutting into it, he's trying to chisel the top off of it. We'll reassemble it, drive an hour back to the trail in the dark, and we will fiddle it in there and get it all bolted together, and then we're gonna drive it back so we can say we finished UA 2025. All right, right now, putting in the diff.
And these are Ben Palmer's tools. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben, for the tools.
I didn't tell you I took them, but I will put them back cleaner than how I found them.
Corey's in there cleaning the scraps of the old axle shaft out of the housing, the magnet.
Oh my God, there's
and a moth.
And the moth. And I was being attacked by ants. We've got both axles in, one drum on.
Diff rebuilt.
The diff is rebuilt, everything is in there. I'm gonna get underneath here and I am going to put that diff cover on with some RTV. Coming down off the jack. We gotta pack up some tools, and then Sam, then what happens?
Then we can go to bed, go to the hotel.
Are you kidding me? You know I don't go to bed that easy.
Yeah, you might. You're all
I
worn
might.
out.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I went to bed last night at like 3:30 in the morning. We got up at like 6. We've been up a long time. Bro, we just rebuilt an axle. We're gonna do UA again.
It's raining, lightning, and we just finished the axle. Luckily, just in the nick of time. And now we're driving back, right, Zane?
Hell yeah, man. It's 1 a.m. We're going to be back at the hotel at like 2:30.
Yeah.
As they often say, all good things must come to an end. And unfortunately, that is the case for Unreal Adventure 2025. Now, we hope you've enjoyed the journey as much as we did. And if you think UA is something you'd like to be a part of, you can apply for next year's event by going to unreal-adventure.com and filling out the application form. Now, while it might be the end of this year's event coverage, there is a whole lot more content coming on this channel, including a walk around and build series on the blue buggy leading the event this year, some interviews and podcasts, and a whole lot more. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. On behalf of Christian, I just want to say thank you guys for watching and the overwhelming support we've received with this crazy endeavor that we've become the stewards of, because without you guys, there would be no Unreal Adventure. Until next time.